Oh, well, hello there. What's your name?
Mike Wazowski. Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello,
Dude,
William.
I was just grooving on. You know what that song made me think about? There's a meme that says in 20 years from now, a DJ is gonna drop Baby Shark and the whole floor is gonna go crazy. That's what that song made me think about.
Literally, it has happened.
I don't doubt that at all.
I was at my before COVID happened. I went to a homecoming. It was like a homecoming dance,
Right.
and the first song played was Baby Shark.
Wow.
Everyone except for me was on the dance floor.
Wow. What has this planet come to?
Right.
I was with many years ago.
Mike.
I was with my my friend DJ Brian Hawk at a goth industrial night, and I was sitting in the DJ booth, and he's like, Van, you want to see something cool? And he dropped This Is Halloween, and just like all the goth heads went crazy, dude.
I thought you were about to say you want to see something cool, and he pulled out a bunch of death sticks.
William.
Speaking of death sticks,
and Ike, yes.
We got our new shipment in.
Oh yeah, you're sitting there by all of our cool
everything.
By everything. Yeah, we just got a bunch of new sabers in today, including some malls and a Luke-inspired saber.
So for those of you who have looked at like the Seekers, let me see. Let me grab a regular Seeker. Oh, by the way, I'm in the cave for those of you who don't know already. No.
Ezra's back at the cave.
Yay! So this right here is our normal Seeker. This is the regular Seeker. It's not the Seeker LE. This is the normal Seeker. All right.
Yes.
Everyone.
Very popular saber.
Very popular saber. Oh my god. Now this is the Seeker LE.
Ooh.
It is completely chrome.
It's like Amidala's spaceship.
I really feel like I should be wearing gloves while holding this. This is like amazing.
Yeah, when we got that, and it just feels so nice in the hands.
Yes.
I don't know why it feels different.
It honestly, I don't want to say that it's plastic because it's not. It is. That's metal. But it feels like you're holding like one of those toy sabers. You know what I mean?
Right. Paul Pierce said I'd be cleaning that saber every day. We got a compliment from Ike. Ike has like 74 sabers, so if you can get a compliment from him, that's pretty good.
Too much chrome, says Jim. But it's a completely chrome saber. That is awesome.
Hey, big shout out to Jim at Starforge Sabers 2 and Phil of Distance Nerding. They are up in Idaho for a con right now with a whole bunch of wrestlers. Dave Hawthorne has a con. I think it's up in Idaho, Utah. Where are you guys at? They're out of state somewhere.
They're somewhere. We did also get a bunch of new other kinds of sabers. We have the Bullet back in stock.
Yeah, and of course, I just want to point out to everybody who's watching right now that our first rule that we always tell our guests when they come on is to have their stuff around them,
okay?
So they don't have to leave the camera, Ezra.
I didn't expect to be showing stuff off. Leave me alone. Jim, you are right. It is a fingerprint magnet. That's why I said I wish I was wearing gloves. Look at this saber, guys.
Oh.
And
for all you thin neck fans out there,
it comes with a D-ring. Or I guess it's more like a V-ring.
Right. And it's got the light up buttons on the side too when you ignite it, that lights up the little green.
Show that off. It actually lights up red.
Oh, on the side. Oh.
These don't light up.
Oh, in there. Okay.
Those don't light up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually they do. Look. They have a little red LED in there.
Yay for new toys. We love our new toys. I promise you, we have a better job than just about anybody watching right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Phil says he's watching from the car. Well, Phil is the passenger. Hopefully he's not driving.
They're on the way back from Reno.
Are they on the? Oh wait. Oh, we're on the way back from. Oh, so the con. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. The con would be over by now. When are you guys gonna add a dark saber? I saw something about a dark saber.
A dark saber to our lineup. As soon as TXQ drops one, we'll have it on our website.
Yes, whatever they have, we will have for you.
Yes. I'd prefer a dark carbon saber hilt. Also, I'm a Sith, but that's how it is. Yeah.
Hello, Belle Burns, our Disney princess. How are you doing tonight? Belle is going to be here. We are planning right now. Ooh, there's the bullet. We are planning right now KyberCon 3. So Belle says she will be out as our Disney representative, taking pictures with everybody.
And also, guys, just so we're clear, we are not affiliated with Disney.
We are not affiliated with Disney or Lucasfilm.
Exactly.
But we like them.
Don't come for us. All right. So
we are working on some good celebrities for you for that show. Hello, Kevin. So good to see you. Kevin is the producer of our cosplay segment. So we are working on some good celebrities for you. We are waiting to hear back from an actor from Squid Game who may actually be here in the area during our con. So we will find out and let you know more about that. Woohoo! And Belle says free autographs. Woohoo! Come meet Belle. All right, dude. Tonight is kind of exciting for
Phil.
Flo.
Asked if he wants us to have him DJ.
Oh, heck yeah. Anytime we can get distance nerding in the house, we will take them. Yeah. I was wearing my distance nerding shirt on our Friday night show. Yeah. And but I think you guys weren't on yet.
No, I don't think they were.
All right. So
go watch
Ezra,
the show.
Tonight, I'm very, very excited about our flow artist tonight.
And our guest.
And our I know. It's like getting a 2-for-1. It's like having a coupon. We didn't have to actually book out extra people tonight. We just go one spot. Why don't you tell everybody? Usually we had to say this segment is brought to you by our wonderful producer, Mr. James Kaiser. But tonight, that producer is Ezra.
Yes, actually. Also, booking the guest was also me. So
yeah, I know. See, man, Ezra. It's like you don't even need me anymore.
I don't. So our wonderful floor artist tonight is the wonderful Miss Mary Gibbs.
Yay!
Who, by the way, if you don't know, is also, when she was like 3 years old, the voice actress of Boo from Monsters, Inc.
And Riley too, right?
And Riley, apparently.
I'm so excited, dude. This is it's like reliving my. See, here's the thing: when Pixar was coming out, I was already in my 20s by then. So that was my actual. I had a messed up childhood, so I was living my childhood in my 20s. So I can say this is part of my childhood.
This was part of my childhood. I was born 2 years after Monsters Inc. came out.
Oh wow, that's very depressing for me, Ezra. All right, my friend. Do we have that wonderful flow segment ready?
Yes. Let's launch.
With no further ado, Miss Mary Gibbs, y'all. Yay, we need some soundtracks and stuff. Yay, like the Muppets yelling. That would be so cool.
All right, let's run it.
Wow! Did you see the cartwheels and stuff, and then the arm tricks and stuff?
So I do actually have a special treat for you guys.
Woo!
End of Mary's segment will be another flow video.
Hey, dude, it's like a bonus double feature. Is it my birthday?
No,
that was absolutely amazing. I gotta ask her, because it looked like near the end, one part of it looked like it hit her, and I was like, oh my god, I'd be so afraid of setting myself on fire, dude. I would be Burning Man, but not in a good way. And yes, Philippe, that was Mary on the fire boy. Very excited.
That was bad A.
Huh?
And yes, that was bad A.
Yeah, dude. I want to be Mary when I grow up. Like the luau events in Hawaii. Yeah, we'll ask her where she got some of her training from. Hey, but first, before we go
or
on,
she self-taught.
Yeah, or we shall find out, damn it, because she's here. Before I want to go on, I want to remind you about our website. We have some fantastic sabers up on our website. We have keychains, we have lightsaber chopsticks, all kinds of fun stuff there, t-shirts. But that does make sure that Ezra gets to stay employed. So please make sure to go to our website. And anything you order now, we can get to your house by May 4th. So you can be one of the cool kids on your block. Otherwise, you just have to sit there with no lightsaber.
And we do have a sale for May 4th. 4 sabers are on sale, and you don't have to enter any promo codes. They're already reducted in price.
Woohoo! They are 20% off their normal price all the way until I think the 27th of this month. So you'll get 20% off on those sabers. If they're ones that you're looking at, you might as well get them now while they are not as expensive. Also, please, I want to remind everybody, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube or our Twitch, please do so. And I want to tell everybody, last show was 2 years, right, Ezra? We just said, what was that like? What show is this? 90?
This is 91.
This is 91. Holy goodness. So we've been doing the show for 2 years. We have a huge backlog. I actually go to sleep to YouTube videos. So if you need something to go to sleep to, we could definitely use the view hours. Yeah. Hint. So yeah,
Kevin, no, Kevin.
What is that?
No, Kevin.
Oh wow!
Every time someone says chopstick, Ezra has to use a saber chopstick to click the mouse. No, Kevin. Don't make me do that. Trying to torture me. I'm good to you, man. What do I do to you?
All right. Is there anything else that we need to cover? May 4th, we are going to be in Sacramento at the world's largest saber battle put on by Sunshine Productions. We all have sabers in the park there. We're not going to be at May 4th, sadly. We're just not cool enough. Is there anything else, Ezra? Oh.
Happy.
Wow.
So apparently a lot of people liked the comment he made. Gosh dang it, Phil. I don't like you guys anymore.
I think we need to save you before you're going to be sitting there like a chicken pecking on your mouse.
By the way, guys, these glow. So for those of you who are on our YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, wherever you're at, and you would like a pair of chopsticks, just gonna show you.
Did you open it? Oh. Yeah, those are yellow. We have like 9 different colors. All right, hey, is there anything else that we need to do before we get into this interview? I'm excited, dude. I've been waiting for this one for like a month and a half, dude.
Well, that's your fault.
Well, come on, man.
Come on, man.
All right, is there anything else we need to cover?
No, that's pretty much. Go to our website. We already said that. Go to our YouTube page. Everyone, go over there. Go to our YouTube.
Don't forget, we still have the fun for Alyssa. Alyssa was the little girl that was hit by a hit-and-run driver in Florida. We just mailed off a lightsaber to Holocron Toys. They're doing kind of a raffle thing to raise money for her. So we just mailed off a saber for them to make some money. But that link, I think, is going to be down in the description, right, Ez?
Yes, it's been in the description since that was announced.
Yeah. So, if you can help out, or if you even if you can't, if you can just let other people know, sometimes there are other people that can help out. We always try to take care of our community when we can. And
that will continue to be in the description until she is feeling better.
Right. She is up and moving. She was in the hospital, non-responsive for a while. She is up and moving and starting her therapy, but it's obviously not going to be a short road. Dude, let's get to some fun stuff, man. Yes. Can I just do this now?
Yes. Go for it.
Woo-hoo! I have been waiting for this one for a month and a half. When we went to CapitolaCon, okay, so obviously we are a lightsaber store, right? And one of the big draws was the Star Wars Day, where they were going to have like 5 of the Boba Fett's together. It was the first time that many Boba Fett's had been together anywhere in the world. So, of course, obviously, you would think that would be what I was excited about. No, not at all. I think it's behind you. Look what I got. This was the person I was most excited to meet. She is a part of a lot of our childhoods. And if you are a parent, you might have had two childhoods with her. She, as you saw, is very, very multi-talented. She's just not a famous voice. She's moving all over the place, and she can set you on fire. So please, with no further ado, give it up for Miss Mary Gibbs.
Send a whiny comment. Whoa! Hey,
Oh, well, hello there. What's your name?
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
How's it-
How are you doing, Mary?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I am so excited. Like, we can pretty much end the show after tonight. We've done 2 years. We got Mary on the show. We've accomplished all we need to do here. I am excited to have you here. First off, I want to ask you before we get into like, you know, a lot of the stuff that I'm sure people want to know about you. I'm excited about your fire spinning. Holy goodness.
Yes.
How long have you been doing that?
So I originally in high school, that's when I found the hoop. I used to hula hoop a lot when I was little, and just a hula hoop. It's one of the first flow toys that I started with. And I lived in Hawaii at the time, and it was a group of people that got together, and we would do just a bunch of hippies essentially with a drum circle, and we would do acro yoga, and we would like spin fire at night. And I spun fire there for the first time, and then went to college, still had my hoop, but kind of like hit a dead period of like learning new flow arts. And then I saw a rope dart. And so you guys were calling it poi. What I do now, it's a rope dart. So it's traditionally a martial arts weapon. They'll have like a dagger at the end of it. But instead
Like
of a
on
dagger,
Shang-Chi, right?
have a big... Like what?
Oh. Shang-Chi, didn't she use like the rope dart weapon?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ew.
yeah, exactly. Like Kill
Wow.
Bill is in there.
Right. Crazy 8. Oh,
I've never.
Oh,
Sorry, I've seen.
wait.
I saw the. Can you hear me?
Audio's coming in and out there.
Oh, I'm in the desert and I don't have the best Wi-Fi right now.
Oh, okay.
Is it better?
Well, we kind of. It's like half and half. But I got you now.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if
Burning
it's just
Man.
when you're closer.
Okay. Hello.
We're gonna get super personal.
I'm going to Burning Man this year for the first time, but all my friends have been to Burning Man for like 18 times in a row, so I feel like I'm Burning Man adjacent.
Are you excited to go out and do your stuff and meet other people that do the same thing?
Yeah. And I mean, what's cool about the flow artist community, there's always like little pockets anywhere. I've moved a lot of different places, and it always seems to be like you could always find a little group that like meets on once a week and like does it. So like the community around it is really cool too. So yeah, I've actually, that video was taken at a fire festival that I threw with like this great group of people. We threw 4 together, and so that was where that was. But
that was absolutely insane. And I had seen it looked like more of a rope dart, but it was a little bit hard to tell in the dark. And I think at least for us, I don't know what it's like in the community, but we're not used to seeing rope dart. We're used to seeing the regular fire poi. So what you brought was like a whole nother level.
Yeah, I love the rope dart. It definitely makes me feel like a badass. I took bad A. Sorry about that.
That's all right. It's all good.
But so I took a lesson from my friend, and he's been doing martial arts for like 20 years, and it was really cool how he, I mean, it is traditionally martial arts, so it's cool to like think of it more in that way. So yeah.
Right. And how long, I mean, for that type of thing, I know you said you've been doing hula and stuff, but did you like specifically decide I'm going to try the rope dart and I'm going to concentrate on this for a little while? Like, how long have you been doing that?
I saw a video of someone, this was like a couple years ago, and she was doing rope dart, and I was like, that's what I want to do. And it's just, you could learn so much on YouTube with all the different like, flow arts, anything really. But and then really just finding a community, or like finding, taking a couple lessons. Like I've been doing that for like a year and a half to 2 years. somewhere around there. Rope specifically.
Wow. But it seems like a lot of the flow arts, like you can take some bits of knowledge that you have from hula hoop or other things and kind of combined it with
Yeah.
your new skill.
Every time you learn a new prop, it kind of teaches you things about the old one and like unlocks new skills, I guess. So it's good to learn a bunch of different ones.
It's like hitting secret levels in Mario. So now adding the fire element to you, first off, I mean, were you at first nervous when doing it? When did you decide to add the fireman, or what is it like? Is it just more attractive to you because it's so dangerous?
So when I was, it's a weird story, but when I was little, I was dancing with my friend by the fire, and whether I fell or like she pushed me, whatever happened, I fell into the fire, and like my whole left side of my arm got burned, and I spent most of my life really afraid of fire. Like I couldn't even light a match, anything like that. So one day I was just like, you know what, like I liked to hoop. I had an LED one for a while. I found that group of people, they were fire dancing, and I'm like, you know what, it's time to like get over this fear. And what better way than just exposure therapy and having a bunch of it around you?
Wow.
No, but it's you really have to be present. It's like a meditation in a way with the fire element, like specifically,
Right.
and you definitely have to practice a lot with it, not on fire.
Well, okay. So, for example, in that routine that you were doing there, is that like almost like a dance where it's like you've already got the whole thing mapped out in your head, or are you just like in the moment, like flowing wherever you feel like going?
Yeah, definitely more in the moment. Like, there's certain like, moves that that maybe you want to like incorporate in what you're doing. But a lot of it's just like, you know, I don't know, just kind of going with the music really. Like it's so hard to flow without music. That's like
Right,
so yeah. Yeah.
right.
Amazing flow artist, he says flow 20 minutes a day because it's like a moving meditation.
No, well, that's another interesting question then. Okay, so you're saying that it's so hard to flow without the music. Does the music dictate your flow? So, like, if I were to put it on some like gangster rap or something like that, would your flow look completely different?
100%.
Right,
That's what my friend likes to do it, dance to heavy metal music because she likes all like, I don't know. It's so like everyone has their own thing, but like yeah, every different genre I feel like brings out something else, just like in you know regular dancing too.
right. So, do you at this time, do you perform other than, I mean, is it just kind of for fun, or do you like do other big
Yeah,
festivals that are, but not just your festivals and your friends, but I mean,
yeah. The I've had one like official performance. I actually met him through an owner of one of the Comic Cons that I did, and he's friends with George the Giant, who he was a sword swallower in Big Fish, and he's like 7'4" and swallows swords, and he does like sideshow stuff, like hangs hooks from his eyes and all this stuff. Anyway, Steve, who's the owner of the Comic Con, knew that he's been following me fire spinning for the past year and a half, and George needed an assistant at Not Scary Farm for a couple months.
right.
And so yeah, we performed there like 4 nights a week for a couple months last year. And we might get the gig again this year too. So that's been like my first official performance.
Nice.
And so yeah, that was fun. That's I've other than that, I've just like, again, there's like a group that I know that meets weekly that's like, it's not really a performance, but I mean, just
Right.
kind of, I don't know. So that was fun though. I'm definitely, yeah, it was a lot of
Well,
fun.
that's very cool. Well, you know what? If I ever have you up this way, we're definitely going to have you do a fire performance. Now that I know you can do it,
Yes.
It's not often that we get people that have so many diverse talents like that
Yeah,
on stage.
a lot of different things, that's for sure. But
So, do you do other, like? Will you work with staffs or like maybe lightsabers or other objects, or are you pretty much on the rope ball?
yeah, I have
What is that called, by the way?
a rope dart.
Rope dart. Okay.
Yeah, I like rope ball too.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So I like the dragon staff. It's like a staff with spokes at the end.
Hmm.
Um, And I just got a contact staff, but I got like a practice one, and I'm really liking that too. So yeah, definitely moving into learning other things. So yeah, like I said,
Right.
help each other out too. Like
Right. If
yeah,
this could be
yeah.
something like if this could be like well, I guess we'll talk about your career and what it is that you do now. But if this could be something that you did where you were going on tour and people wanted to come and buy tickets to see you do this, is this something that you could see yourself really doing, or is it just more of like this is my chill out space?
Yeah, I think it's more of just this chill out space.
Yeah.
Like to add that pressure for me all the time. Like, occasionally, like the not very far that. But yeah, I don't
Right.
know. We'll see yeah, yeah.
Hey girl, we'll
The
get you
video
some
for sure.
shows, man. All we need is to let people know you can do it. So
I'm
what
done. You can
is
be my man.
woohoo? So what is it that you do now? Are you an actress still? We know you do firework, but what do you do now in your time?
Well, as far as voice acting, I'm in my first voiceover project, first time back in the recording studio since I was 3. And I met Andy Nelson. He's one of the Darth Vaders. So he wore the costume
Yes.
in 2 of the movies and voiced in a bunch of the video games. So he's directing an audio show. The producer's Jerry, and it's a story about this superhero that as he gets older, he's losing his powers, and he's looking for the second in line, essentially, like the next superhero. And that character is Janessa, and I play Janessa. So um, that's been
Woohoo.
really fun. It's been slowly growing over the past couple years, and now Andrew's gotten some bigger name voices on the project. The voice of Bowser and the voice of Peach and Mario, and like some other, I don't know, he rattled off a list of like 20 people. So it's like it's cool
Right.
to see it slowly building steam. And it's an audio show right now, but like you have all the sound effects, and so it's something you can like put on in your car and just like get like the full story. But we'll see where it goes in the future. But that's
Right.
voiceover. Like that's not my passion in life. It's just like a fun side project. But
Right.
I'm studying to be a holistic health practitioner. So it's
Nice.
my program. It's 600 hours of massage therapy, and then 400 hours of I've been taking herbalism and like craniosacral therapy and Reiki, and you could kind of like customize your schedule beyond like the massage. So that's been cool. I taught yoga for 4 years, so I've always been interested in like natural healing. In 2000,
Wow.
well, I had scoliosis, and in 2012 I got 10 vertebrae fused together,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah, I used all these modalities that I've been learning and teaching to heal myself back then. Like
Wait,
never,
wait, 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 really quickly. You have bones fused together and you're
yeah,
doing like all this spinning crap? Like,
yeah.
holy goodness, you were like, wow. I
I
I'm not even I couldn't be that flexible. I don't have any bones fused together.
I know. Well, move it or lose it. It's like it's true. I got 10 vertebrae fused together, and I know someone who's gotten their neck fused together, and maybe neck's a little like scarier, but he lived his life being told he was never going to do anything. He believed it. He like walked around like a robot all of his life. And when I was told like he might not be able to touch your toes, like I was a gymnast before, so I knew my life was going to shift. But like
Right.
every time I stood by was able to stand by myself for the first time, I just started doing little yoga moves and like stretching my shoulders and everything because I didn't have flexibility in my back. And
Right.
3 months later, I did a handstand. At one point, I deadlifted 250 pounds. I don't know.
Wow.
Nothing's gonna stop me. So
Wow. So you just always had that self-determination. It wasn't even like an issue for you.
yeah, pretty much. I'm just
That is
to do something like that's good for my like body and health.
right, right. So what would be okay, so you're going to school for this. So what would be your like long term, like would you want to open like a wellness center or like a spa kind of thing, or where people could come for the weekend and get the whole
I think I'm gonna start out now just like seeing private clients, I have a table. They could come to my house, I can go to theirs, and then like we'll see where it goes from there. My friend, he's a tattoo artist, and he runs this like really nice studio in downtown. That's just a small room, but like he was talking about his acupuncture friend rents even a smaller room. So all you need is like a table and stuff.
Right.
So I could, then that's kind of the next step. So
Right.
yeah.
Is it hanging out with all those hippies on the beach? Is that what got you thinking of all this holistic stuff? Yeah.
Since I was little, I remember I was in like elementary school, and I would use iTunes gift cards to buy meditation CDs. And
Right.
I don't know, I was always into like meditation, and I really was into like learning about different religions, just studying different, like my favorite class in school was world religions, and just like
Right.
all these different like techniques and worldviews and stuff that like maybe it would take a little bit of like there's a lot of Eastern culture, you're learning a lot about like meditation and stuff. So
Right.
I don't know, kind of was always drawn to that, and then naturally just attract like I'm gonna hang out with people that seem to have similar views.
Similar
So
lines. And
naturally.
I love that C. Andrew Nelson is actually a friend of the show. And working with him, not only does he have all these voice talents, but I know he worked on like Nightmare Before Christmas, so he has so many different
Yeah,
talents all over the place.
he did a lot of the like, special effects in Star Wars too, and like that's what I geeked out over, because I'm like more into like making visuals and like little animations and stuff. So
Right.
yeah.
Do you okay, well now, and I want to ask you some questions, but if there's places that you don't feel comfortable talking about, like, because I don't, obviously we don't know each other, so I don't want to overstep any bounds. But some people may or may not know that you have a famous father. So would you say you had a typical childhood? It sounds like you said you grew up in Hawaii, right?
Yeah, I definitely didn't have the most typical childhood, I guess. Like, my dad worked at Pixar when so we were in Northern California up until freshman year. And I mean,
I
I
think
would
saying he works at Pixar is a little bit understated.
yeah. He started his first movie that he worked on was Cool World, which I still haven't seen. And then went to Disney, worked on Pocahontas, and then came to Pixar, Bugs Life, Cars, Wall-E, Monsters Inc. Directed all of Mater's Tall Tales, and then Cars for 3 years. Cars 3 for 3 years. Anyway, yeah, he was like, definitely a big part of Pixar from the like early stages too. And yeah, so it was in Northern California. I mean, just being brought into Pixar in general, like you could ride scooters around the property. They have like this big bridge that you could like, it's just, the whole thing's just like a playground. There's one
Right.
offices where everything's a tiny house, so it looks like this little village. Like uh,
Right.
like I guess I grew up more in a world of like embracing your imagination, because that's what my dad did his whole life.
That's super cool.
Yeah, his dad was super like Christian, really like he was the youngest of 6. He was not wanting to go to art school, but he's like, I'm following my passion anyway. So I think that's a lot of the reasons why I'm like just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna learn to spin fire, or like I'm gonna.
Right. Would you say your family was like a very spiritual family? Like, were they open to lots of different like world religions? It seems like you were very kind of open to lots of knowledge. It
Yeah,
seems like you're a very open-minded person.
yeah, I'd say like my mom identifies as a Christian. I'm sure my dad would add too, but they like knew and kind of my mom, we would talk about more like open stuff, or like they knew I was like reading all these books, like so that was
Buying meditation tapes at like 12.
yeah. Yeah, I was definitely more encouraged to they were definitely open for sure. And my dad being an artist, I'm sure helped that.
Right. Have they always kind of like, have they kind of let you follow your own passions? Have they been very open about kind of, I grew up in a very Asian house. My mama knew what jobs I was going to have before I did. And
Yeah.
she was not very happy when I decided to become a poet. Poet
Yeah.
is the last thing you can tell an Asian mother you're going to be, and
Yeah,
to still be allowed back in the house.
that's yeah, I get okay. So a perfect story that describes it: when I was 18, I was with my friend. We lived in the dorms at college, and I came down one day and I was like, we don't have to go to college, which we still did, but I was like, we can work for ourselves. And we typed into Craigslist, work for yourself. And this 1974 VW bus came up, and we bought it and we converted it into an ice cream truck.
Right.
We did hand scooped ice cream, so we had to like get it health inspected, all this. And my dad was the biggest supporter of that. He was like, "Oh my gosh, I love this idea." You know, my mom will take a second to warm up a lot of the times, but
Right.
having that balance of someone who's a little more strict and a little less.
Right.
Uh,
A lot of more free spirited, a little more free spirited.
Yeah.
But that's cool. It sounds like you've always had an adventurous spirit. I mean, to be 19 and be like, I'm going to start an ice cream truck. And it sounds like you didn't know the first thing about ice cream trucks at that time.
I wouldn't have done it. Oh my gosh, it was such a process, but it was great. Like looking back, I'm like, okay, that was we got to the point where we got paid like $200 for an hour to consult these two grown men to start an ice cream truck, and like a few months later, we saw them at an event. They're like, "Oh my gosh, we are here because of you." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm a nice. I'm glad I could help you out."
Oh, passing on your knowledge to the next generation of ice cream vendors.
Yeah, it was funny. I just like dive in all the way.
You know what I'm telling you, dude? I don't know why. I don't know how it is. You're in Southern California, right? You're in San Diego, correct?
Yeah.
I don't know how it is down there. I haven't lived in San Diego in like 15 years, but like I'm telling you, we need some mobile taco trucks up in Northern California. Those would make so much. If a taco truck would drive around here like an ice cream truck does, dude, they would have lines for days.
The best taco truck by my house. Yeah, I lived in Mexico for about a year, and even the tacos at this truck are better than all the ones I had there. They just know what they're doing. It's so good.
Wow. Well, see, in San Diego, they're still authentic.
Good Mexican food, 24 hours.
Right. So I want to talk a little bit about obviously where most people know you from, and I think it's kind of interesting because we've had C. Andrew Nelson, we've had Alan Fernandez, who was a Tusken Raider in Star Wars, Eric Walker, who was in the Ewok movie. We've had a lot of like interesting Star Wars people who didn't necessarily ever mean to get into acting. They just kind of fell into the role. Alan Fernandez was a zookeeper at Marine World, and because they were using an elephant and he was the trainer, all of a sudden he's now a famous Tusken Raider. I know C. Andrew was saying that when he was working on the video game or something like that, there was like nobody else that was tall enough to actually fit in the suit. So they had him go do some, test footage with the suit, and that started his whole thing. With you kind of got you came in a little bit different way.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, similar in the fact where it just kind of fell into my lap. Like my dad, he was just, in the right meeting at the right time when they needed a little girl to draw. Originally Boo was going to be like around a 12-year-old girl. And then, my dad brought me in, and they realized that Boo should be a younger girl who's more like curious in Monster World instead of just 12-year-old like freaked out.
Right.
And so, but yeah, originally I was just brought in to draw. My mom would put my hair in pigtails, so like they always knew Boo was gonna have brown hair, brown eyes, but like she just had pigtails because of me.
Right.
But yeah, as it progressed, they're like, well, let's just bring her into the actual studio. And this was at a different location, and my mom was kind of like, she's 3. I don't know. Again, yeah, I was 3. I don't know if I mentioned that. 2.5 to 3.5 is when I was recording. And yeah, she was like, I don't know how she's going to act in a huge studio. I walk in, there's like a crew of like 20 people. Apparently my mom's like, is this all for my daughter? Like, I'm used to this. And yeah, but essentially, I knew everybody. Like, I went to preschool with the director's son. Like, and so, yeah, I think for me, I was just like playing around the studio, and they would follow me around with a microphone for a lot of it. If they wanted me to say something specifically, like a Cookie Monster puppet would be used. What would you say if you lost your cat? And I'd say kitty, in like a sad way.
Right.
Like they didn't like get to say things in certain ways, but yeah, for a lot of it was just me playing around. I have like little little blips of memory of me like playing around.
Right, right. So for most of a lot of it, were they just kind of like following you and using things that you would say, or were they looking for? I know, obviously, like there's parts where you say Mike Wazowski. Obviously, they're gonna prompt you to say that, but other little things like when you're coming down the hallway and you're just kind of making the doo 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 kind of noises, like is that just you like walking around the studio going doo doo doo, or were they trying to get that out of you, or?
Yeah, well, so like for example, probably in that scene, but also like the bathroom scene, they knew they wanted me to sing
Right.
while I was, going to the bathroom. And originally I was singing "Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round," but it was copyright, so they just had me babble on and sing. So like they knew they wanted me to sing in that song. It wouldn't just be me just free for all the whole the whole time. But
Right.
yeah, for a lot of like the like in between noises and like there's not a lot of substantial like full sentences or anything,
Right.
but yeah.
And I love Ezra. Ezra, can you pull up the autograph again? Actually, no, that wasn't on the thing. That was the. Hold on, I want to show. I love because when I met you, you told me this piece of trivia that the reason I picked this picture. Tell them what's so significant about this picture, Miss Mary.
Yeah, so I actually drew that when I was 3.
That is her actual artwork. I had to have your artwork.
Yeah.
So did you see a picture of oh God, what's his name? I can't even think. Randall? Did you see a Randall and then they said draw this, or did they?
I'm sure, I mean, at that stage they are, maybe the character design isn't completely like nailed down, but a lot of the time they know the general like shape of it, I guess.
Right.
Something, I didn't create Randall.
Right. But yeah, that's what I was alluding to. Is I didn't know if maybe you had drawn that. Like, oh my God, this girl's a genius. Get this monster in the movie.
I'm not gonna take
So yeah, so that is your piece of artwork there. And another thing I was interested to find out was that it was not just Monsters Inc. I think you had told me that some of the recordings that you had done they had used on other movies, including Inside Out, correct?
Yeah, so they had a year's worth of my recording, and so I didn't go in and re-record for Inside Out, but they did use my voice for Baby Riley. So, that's just there's some scenes at the beginning where she's still, booze age, so yeah,
Right.
cries and giggles and whatever else she does. Those are
Right.
yeah.
Do you have a personal affinity to either of the movies or both the movies, or?
I think they both have like such good concepts. I really liked Inside Out for showing like the emotions inside your head. Like I just thought that, and like I thought one of their more recent movies, Soul. Like I really liked the like concept and the theme and the story behind a lot.
Right.
Both of them. But I mean, Monsters Inc. was more what I grew up with. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. So at what point, how long have you been doing like the con circuits, like getting out and meeting people?
I think my managers and I started working together like 3 or 4 years ago. And
Mhm.
before they reached out, I had no idea this was even a thing, And
Right.
at this point, they manage over like 300 other people. When I first started doing it, I was traveling around with Alan Oppenheimer, which is the voice of Skeletor and Falkor and everything.
Right.
Diane Pershing, she's Poison Ivy, and then Margaret, the Tinkerbell. So I'm traveling with all these like crazy like revolutionary people. It's really it's been cool. I've worked out next to Lou Ferrigno in the hotel. Like I was like,
Right.
uh,
You're like, how did I get here?
it's real wild.
So originally, like, did somebody like reach out to you and say, "Hey, I'm an agent and I know you do the voice, and would you like to do cons?" Or
Yeah.
did you go looking for like an agent to help you do this?
No, they reached out to me. I didn't know about it before, and Celebworks, they manage, like I said, over like 300 other people, and yeah, they just they. What's nice is they just know cons like the back of their hand, so they deal with all the footwork, and it's
Right.
my brothers now, so
All right. And were you all about it? Like, of course, everybody wants to see me. I'm Boo. Or were you like, why do people like? What was your first initial thought?
Well, at first I was like, are people even gonna like come up to me? Like, this is weird. I don't I don't know.
Had you been to Comic Cons and stuff like that before? Were you familiar with that kind of scene?
No, I've never been to them before I started going. Like, yeah, so
it was a whole
it's
new
a
world
whole
for you.
World. It's a whole different world. It makes me realize I have to watch a lot more anime and
right.
know what everyone dresses up as. That's the.
Good luck with that.
I know. Oh, I gotta say, I can relate more. But yeah, no, it's really awesome to just like go and meet people, and I love like seeing all the artists come together. Like Artist Alley is normally my favorite part of a con. So
right.
yeah.
Right. Do you make sure to like go and have time to go check out like the comic books, the alley, and like talk to the different?
I have a lot of freedom to just like roam around if I want to.
Right.
Try not to be gone too long, but yeah.
Right. So how do you like getting out there and meeting people? Have people been kind to you?
Yeah, I haven't had a bad experience. I think it's really cool to see how Monsters Inc. It's like just impacted so many people's lives, like in ways that I wouldn't have thought. Like, people say they're going through like, whatever family problems or like mental health stuff, and they said they would like, watch Monsters Inc. and it would just, bring them joy or bring them what they needed, and whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it's just cool to like connect with different people and like of all. It's like all ages can appreciate Monsters Inc. It seems so. It's cool to like a wide variety of people.
Right. It says your first con was SuperCon, right?
Probably.
Yeah. She's like, it's all a blur.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I think that's kind of cool. Like, since holistic medicine and healing and therapy is such a big part of your life, how weird to think that as a 2-year-old child, like you have already been doing this for the last 20 years in some people's lives, right?
Yeah. It's like, I've always been drawn to like healing people in one way or another, and like, just I happen to become this voice of someone who's like already, like healing people's hearts in a way. Like everyone loves the character of Boo, or just Monsters Inc. in general, like Pixar movies in general. I think are movies in general, but like I think Pixar has a good way of like, I don't know, I'm biased.
Well, and what, you have every right to be. Pixar, and Pixar is very different. All of their movies, I mean, right from the beginning with Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Cars, they weren't like a lot of the other Disney movies where it was just.
Sorry, someone tried to call me.
Oh, no problem. Sorry. So I was just babbling there to dead air then, huh? So
what did I do?
I can hear you. Can you hear us? We can hear you, Mary. You're good. You are good.
I can't hear anybody. You could hear me.
We can hear you. You lost your audio. Here, let's see if we can do a comment on the side.
Someone tried to call me.
Sorry. Let's do, okay. We can't hear you. Oh. All right. I think we're getting.
I think she went to grab a charger.
Nah. All right, Joe. If you guys have any questions for Mary, you can type them in, and we will try to get with Mary there. Hello.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Wait. Even come back.
Are you on? Can you hear us?
I can't hear you.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on now?
Just paying attention. Listening.
Okay. Oh, she dropped out completely, huh?
Yeah. She went to go relog in.
Okay, so we're gonna wait for to give Mary a moment to get back logged in. We're gonna spend probably about 2 or 3 more minutes with her and then start wrapping up this segment. But don't forget, if you have any questions for Mary, yes, and she has a beautiful puppy. If you have any
Well, it's her
questions for
friend's dog.
Mary, it's a doggy. Every dog's a puppy.
Well, it's her friends. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Good.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna say this, but just in case she doesn't log back in, her Instagram is Visual Boo, as well as her YouTube is Boo All Grown Up
We
or
can put
Boo
that up on
Grown
the
Up.
screen, right?
Yeah, I'll get that put up in 2 seconds.
Oh! I see her coming back in.
Do you? I don't even. Oh.
She's at the bottom.
Did it work?
Hello?
I can
you
hear you.
us?
Yes.
Yay!
Sorry. I'm not sure what happened.
No problem. We're gonna spend, if you don't mind, we'll spend like another 5 minutes and we'll start getting wrapped up. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been waiting a month and a half for this one. Gosh, where were we at? We were talking about you were I was saying as you were getting cut off, Pixar is really different than a lot of the other animation studios. Ezra, wait,
I'm trying to get her up. Give me a second.
Not that you're not cute, Ezra. Pixar has always been a little bit of a different studio. I think they've been really in touch with people's emotions more so than Disney and some of the other studios that we have. So yes, Pixar definitely holds a special place in many people's hearts.
Yeah, and it was cool to be able to work on it. Dad, so young.
We have a comment. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, it says, does she have any memorable con experiences or fan interactions?
One memorable moment, I was in the bathroom washing my hands, and this girl was like kind of looking at me, and like she asked me to turn my badge over, just trying to identify me, I guess. And right when she saw who I was, she started crying. And I didn't know what I was like. So that was interesting.
That's got to be awkward. You're like, somebody walks in, you're like, there's a little girl crying in front of you in the bathroom. You're like, I didn't touch her. I didn't do anything.
When I was living in the dorms, I had some random people like knock on my door and be like, "Are you Boo?" I'm like, "How do you know where I live?"
Wow.
This is memorable. Well, that's not even at a con. That's just fan experiences in general. Yeah, but no, at cons it's just always like it's always really positive. Like I've never, it's just it's cool to just kind of instantly have some sort of like connection point with someone, and people's like open up to you more, and like it's cool to get like I like getting to know other people too. So yeah, it's always a lot of fun.
Have you ever met anybody at a con, not just people that come up to you, but maybe even some of the other actors or people that you might be at a con with? Have you ever met somebody and you're like, oh my God, this is my new homie, like we're gonna just start hanging out? Like do you bond with people, or are you just kind of like a little isolated island trying to make it through the day?
No, a lot of us will like go out to dinner together afterwards, or like yeah, so it's definitely like a little family in the Comic-Con world, because like we see a lot of the same actors at cons, and so we'll kind of like, I don't know, it's always nice to like see people again. A lot of times like people live like all over the the country, so
right,
it's hard to like hang out with them all the time. But
right.
It is, a lot of
it's like seeing your summer camp buddies.
Yeah, exactly.
So the question from Philippe says, was it weird being a little bit older when Inside Out came out and being like, holy crap, that's me.
Holy crap, that's me.
Like, so by the time Inside Out came out, you would know, I mean, you would have been, how old do you know? Do you remember?
I think I was in, what year did it come out in?
2015.
What?
2015.
Okay. Well, I'm 25 now.
2015.
High school.
Wow.
High school.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it was definitely like, I guess I'm kind of used to hearing my voice in a movie, but it's still weird that they reusing it. Like I never expected it would like come up again somewhere.
Like it wasn't
Right.
just now 14 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, it's interesting.
How do you decide what to wear to cons? Do you cosplay at all?
I
Oh.
normally like the farthest I go with cosplay is I have this like solely like scarf hat things with the paws. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, in your picture, I think on the picture that we have at the beginning of the show, I think that's one of the
Yeah,
headshots you use.
yeah. So like I'll wear that just as like a little ode. I have like solely shoes, like these fuzzy shoes that Adidas did.
Oh
And so
wow!
I'll add little like little accessories.
Mary
Um,
got drip.
yeah. I haven't dressed up beyond that before. At least not at a con.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was the best advice you have on how to get sponsored by Disney as a cosplay actress?
I know nothing. I can't even get into Disneyland for free. Like
Oh man,
God.
dude, they don't play around at Disney, dude.
No,
They are hardcore.
I talked to the Disney princesses and they can't even get in for free. I mean, they like really should. But yeah, so I would say, I have a couple of friends that like, work there and like the sponsored at Disney. Like I know they have the characters that dress up. Is that what that means to be sponsored by Disney there,
Yeah.
or you get my Anyway,
It's a hard road.
yeah. Sorry, advice.
Not
Would.
Jim says he needs a boo costume. Or are you saying she needs a boo costume? Are you saying you need one, Jim? Dude, I would rock a boo costume.
I would definitely rock a boo costume.
My day.
Your Dago clicks in your Instagram.
But thank you.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up. Is there anything you would like to let people know about, or any projects you want to talk about, or places people can find you?
Yeah. As far as I don't know. I'll throw them out there. Here, wait. If I go up, maybe I could. I don't know.
I think Ezra's got a couple of your Instagram address.
Yeah, one thing that's just a project that I've been working with, like not really project, but just people that I want to promote. Is this group of acrobats in Uganda that are like doing really cool fire tricks. They're like all like, they range from like seems like 12 to 18. They're all like super talented, and me and my friends have just been trying to like, put them out there, raise awareness because they're really awesome. Just like follow them on Instagram, like that's what I'm trying to get. But I don't know if I go off of this page, it's gonna disappear. I'm on my phone, so I think it's like all eyes on Uganda. I don't know. I post about them on my story. So my Instagram is Visual Boo. That's the best way to stay updated on what I'm doing. I'm working on a website right now for like all my body work and stuff like that. And I make random things that I sell occasionally. I love ceramic, so I make a bunch of stuff. So making a website for that. But
dude, you are all over the place. You got your holistic center, you got your crafts, you got your flow arts, you got your voice
life is
acting.
like
you're a yoga teacher.
You just gotta do what you love in life, I guess.
Right, and all at the same time, apparently.
All at the same time. I get bored fast. I have to have rotating hobbies.
Are you a Gemini?
I'm a Libra.
I've
gone into it and I'm like, whoosh.
Oh my gosh. We have had absolutely an amazing time with you, Mary. Thank you so much for spending time with us tonight. Is there any words of wisdom you want to leave people with, or do you know of any events that people can find you at coming up?
I mean, as far as like, one thing that I've learned, like, through the spinal fusion and recovery and all that was just how strong your mind is. And like Joe Dispenza is a really good person to look up. He has really awesome podcasts, and he went through a spinal injury, and he like laid face down for like 18 months, but the whole time he's like rehearsing and like practicing, like moving and training his brain essentially before his body. And it just shows like how powerful your like thought process is. But
right.
Yeah, and so that's the biggest thing I learned, like and that's why I like, I just, if I want to do something, I just like try not to let something hold me back from doing it. I don't know. So
Right.
I don't know. That's
Neuroplasty.
something I learned through that, but
neuroplasty, the ability to change your brain,
Yeah.
even when people sometimes they've had traumatic experiences, and you can literally rewire your brain even if you can't move your body. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
So.
So.
Well, thank you. You are the best. I can sleep happy now. I've been like anxious and excited about this. In fact, Belle is on. A couple of weeks ago, I guess you messaged back to Ezra like while we were in the middle of show, and like Ezra like let me know, and I like freaked out and forgot I was interviewing, and then just like I got all fanboy in the middle of the other interview when I heard you were coming on. So Belle, I apologize to you. Thank you for understanding.
Yeah, this was awesome. I love that you guys have the flow segment too, so I'll have to keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, please do. If you know other flow artists.
If you ever want to be back on for flow, just reach out to me and I can get you on.
If you've got new stuff, we do a different artist every week because the show's been running for two years. We often have the same artist, not the same person every week, but we've had artists that have come on 5 or 6 different times with different little video clips and stuff like that. So we would love to have you back.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me this time.
Yay! Thank you, Mary. You have a wonderful evening. Bye, puppy.
You too. Bye, Maple.
All right, bye, Mary.
Woohoo!
I ain't tryna. Yeah, ain't tryna be cool like you. Wobbling around in your high heel shoes, I'm clumsy. Made friends with the floor. 2 for 1, you know a bitch by 4. And 2 left feet, you know I always rock. First thing a girl did was a bop. And the whole damn cake and the cherry on top. Shook up the bottom, made a good girl pop. I'm a bitch in a boss, I'm a sound like boss, I'm a bitch. I'm a boss, I'm a bitch in a boss, I'm a sound like boss, I'm a bitch. I'm a boss, I'm a choo, cause they hope I show. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss, I'm a bitch in a boss, I'm a sound like boss, I'm a bitch. I'm a boss, I'm a bitch in a boss, I'm a sound like boss, I'm a bitch. I'm a boss, I'm a bitch in a boss, I'm a sound like boss, I'm a bitch. I'm a boss, I'm a bitch in a boss, I'm a sound like boss. I'm the after, you've been the B4, I've been the stallion, you've been the seahorse. Don't need a report, don't need a press run. All of my bad pics been all my best ones. I wear the hat and I wear the pants. I am advanced, so I get advanced. And I do my dance and cancel the plans. And you don't be mad, cause you had the chance. Drop it, set, took it and I ran for it. I running and I stand on it. Money on the floor when we dance on it. Shine bright, put a tan on it. I took it and I ran for it. I running and I stand on it. Money on the floor when we dance on it. Shine bright, put a tan on it. I'm a
Woohoo! I can die now. We can stop the show. We are done.
Never.
Mary Gibbs. We have had Squid Game actors. We've had Star Wars actors, but Mary Gibbs, damn it, that was exciting. Sorry.
You can die happy now. You've had the chance to talk to Mary.
Woohoo! Dude, she is such an awesome person.
I'm happy I chose that song even more now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
She's pretty bad. So doesn't happen too often. We actually know who our guests are going to be for the next couple of weeks as well. Next week we have. Oh, do you have a picture of the Relic Hunter, Ezra?
Possibly. Let me see.
And I think we're giving away a saber this week, aren't we?
Yes, we are giving away.
Yeah. So we got that drawing thing to do too.
Let's see.
So next week we have the person. We have a brand new saber coming to Kyber Cave from TXQ. It is called the Relic Hunter. If you've seen the ads on our Kyber Cave page, it's the one that has is in the picture for 20% off. That the person that designed that will be on our show next week, so she will be telling you all about the whole process, the contest, the design, and everything. That saber has been very popular on our website.
Yes.
So we will be bringing you the designer, and the week after that, we have Wade Sabers. Wade Sabers is a installer and saber custom saber maker. Wade Sabers will be here in the house. So that is the next 2 weeks, and I am excited for it.
Woo!
Woo! Rock and roll. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube and our Twitch. Please watch some of our past shows, get our view count up. Are we ready for our next segment, Mr. Ezra?
Yes, I believe so.
Alrighty. Every week we are lucky to have Mr. Kevin Hogan. He goes to all the cons all around California, Northern and Central California, it seems like. And he does a segment for us where he tells us what has happened and what shall be. So please give it up for the California Comic-Con Adventures with Kevin.
Nice.
Hey there, everyone. This is Kevin Hogan from Northern California with another episode of California Comic-Con Adventures. This time we went to Ohana Comic-Con in the Salinas area. This was actually in the town of Spreckles. Spreckles is right next to Salina in Northern California. It's one of the best preserved company towns in the northern United States there. It was operational from 1899 to 1982 for the Spreckles Sugar Company. It was known as the Sugar King Claus Spreckles factory there. This, you can see some pictures of the historic downtown area there with the sugarcane factory. We went to the Veterans Center there where the Ohana Comic-Con hosts events there. Ohana Con, as you know, travels up and down the state of California hosting very economical Comic-Cons, usually just $7 to $10 admission. If they come to a town near you, I highly recommend you come down and check it out. They have cosplay contests there with prizes there. Lots of great time to meet your local friends and check out and have a great time with local cosplayers there. See R2-D2 and local celebrities there, like see Andrew Nelson from Star Wars as Darth Vader from the special editions there. And just a heads up for anyone interested in upcoming events in Sacramento, there's going to be at the Art Museum, the Crocker Con is going to be there on Thursday. And this coming weekend, from Friday through Sunday, for all you My Little Pony fans, is the Babs Con in San Francisco. Well, hope you guys enjoy the pictures and look forward to seeing you guys out there at the next Comic-Cons. Have a good one.
Woohoo! I think that's the only report I've seen Kevin do in one costume.
Right?
Yeah. He's usually like in 12 different costumes.
Always in 12 different costumes. Every single time, without fail.
Every single time, dude. He is fabulous.
You
don't
know
forget
who I haven't seen in a while? I haven't seen Michaela Cash in a while.
Michaela Cat. Yeah. Good point.
Someone reach out to her. See why she isn't here. We miss her. We love you.
All right, everybody. We've got just 28 more subscribers. We need 28 more subscribers to our YouTube page, and we are giving away another lightsaber. Tonight is the last time we are giving away a saber until we get another 28 subscribers, and then we'll do it again at 50. So please subscribe to our YouTube page. Please subscribe to our Twitch page. Go and watch some old episodes. Help us get our view count up. But for tonight, we are giving away. Are we giving away another Adept? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
We are giving away an Adept saber. And
I actually have them right in front of me.
Oh, yeah, you do have those in front of you. Ooh. Now, this takes a 7/8 blade. So this is what we call a fight saber as opposed to a combat saber. So I would not use these definitely would not use these in competition. This is going to be slightly lighter than the combat sabers that we have. But we are giving away one for free to somebody tonight.
Yes. The only catch is you have to pay shipping.
Or come pick it up yourself.
Or come pick it up yourself, yes.
Right. It is $30 for shipping, or come pick it up yourself. If you win once, you cannot win again for another 3 months. You can enter again, but the second prize you get within the 3 months would not be another saber. It would be a secondary prize, like a t-shirt or chopsticks or a keychain or something like that. Kyber Cave. All righty. So let's see. No, go ahead.
Tonight's giveaway is also a 50-50. Only 2 people entered this week.
What? Only 2 people entered? Why are you coming on here twice? Do you have a clone out there?
Yes.
Only 2 people entered. Well, let's get those 2 names up, and then if anybody needs to dispute it, they can.
Yes.
If anybody thinks their name
30 seconds or so
Yeah, if there's only two people, you really
give you, like,
shouldn't
2
need a
minutes.
lot.
Message Kyber Productions.
All right, who do we have on here? Steve Jordan and Perez. Oh, that person, I saw that person pop on earlier. Perez. All right, if there's anybody else that feels their name is supposed to be
bad.
Yeah, I can hear you lagging. If there's anybody that feels that their name should be on there, but they don't see their name on there, message Kyber Cave Productions on Facebook right now. You have about 45 more seconds to do so. And then we will spin this wheel, either Steve Jordan or Des Perez. Dio Perez. Don't forget to check out our website at kybercave.com. Hopefully you will be seeing us. We plan on being at the Lightspeed finals, and we're going to try to get to Combat Con and Lodi Con. Those are the next ones that I know about. Do we have any objections? Bueller? All right. Hopefully, all right, let's see. Let's see what happens. Now, we've had brand new people win before. In fact, Pierce, his first time watching one.
Hello? Am I here?
Yeah, you're here. I can hear you.
I lost the thing, so I'm gonna show it on my phone.
What are you showing?
The giveaway.
Oh, the spin wheel thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
And here... Oh.
First person. Hi, everyone.
All right, spin the wheel. It's spinning. Round and round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. But I know it is Steve Jordan. Woo! Yay! Steve, you are the winner of the Saber tonight. We have apparently we have two colors, right?
Yeah, but I don't remember which one we picked out for the thing. I think it was a gray and a blue.
Adept?
Yeah. No, it was a gray and a black that we picked out.
How many? I don't know how many colors they come in, but we'll let him choose what color he wants for the Adept.
Steve just texted me. I don't know if you guys can see that. He got booted from the video and doesn't know who won. Time to text him. You won!
I know he's been, ever since the very first show, dude, he's been trying, dude. He has not won yet. Finally, Steve Jordan. Congratulations, Steve Jordan. All right.
I have sad news.
What?
The TikToks wouldn't upload. They kept giving errors every time I would try.
Are you serious? All right. Okay, well, please make sure to tune in next Sunday. We will have Tegan Bell, the inventor of the Relic Hunter Saber that we have available at Kyber Cave on our website. She will be here. The week after that, we have Wade Sabers that will be here. Thank you, Bat Mike, for saying congratulations. And there he is. You are the big winner tonight, Steven. Obviously, we'll be talking to you after the show, and we'll get that taken care of for you. So make sure to check us out next week. We have Tegan Bell, the inventor of the Relic Hunter, and the week after we have Wade Sabers will be on the show. Don't forget, every Friday at 9 p.m. we do Kyber Cave After Dark. For those of you that are 13 and older and don't mind sometimes very questionable topics. Last week's show was called X-Men to Triple X. So just to give you an idea of some of the things that we talk about. Ezra, you got anything for us?
Don't forget to go check out our website. If we don't give away a saber that you like, you can go and buy one.
Wow, look at Claus's Steven's last comment.
Give mine to Anthony is what he said.
Dang. Dude, you're about to make somebody very, very happy.
Go buy some sabers. Keep me employed, please.
Yeah.
I've been here for 2 years. I don't want to lose it. We have some very pretty sabers like this one here.
Ooh, I love the grips on that one too.
Yes. It honestly, I don't know if you guys have, if anyone's held like a Revan, like his Jedi saber. It feels almost identical to that, but the grips are just, they're so much better in your hand. Like I can completely wrap my hand around this.
Yeah, the grips feel really nice on that. Mike, we want to thank you since I'm sorry Facebook wasn't working out, but thank you for jumping onto our YouTube. And we're on Twitch as well. So you can always subscribe there.
Yes.
And yeah, make sure to check out our website. Lots of fun stuff.
Yes.
That is very, very kind of you, Stephen. Anthony's gonna freak out when he hears about this. All right. Okay. Well, I guess we don't have any TikToks, so that's about it.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys. I tried. I had some really good ones too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we had one lined up. I know of at least one of them that we were gonna do. All right. I guess next week then.
Next
All
week.
right, everybody, we will see you next Friday night, and of course, every Sunday at 7 p.m. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. We want to thank both our flow artists and our incredible interview, Miss Mary Gibbs. Yeah, I can't. Hopefully, we'll have her back on again. That was such a fun interview. Thank you, Ezra. Thank you for doing all the behind the scenes work, especially since last week got screwed up.
Yeah. Although that was a fun interview last week.
That was fun. If you guys didn't have a chance to see it, you can learn a little bit about Ezra and I. We're on the other side of the interview table.
Did you say Ezra?
Ezra. Whatever, you know what I'm saying.
All
right, let's get out of here.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Take it
go
easy,
check
everybody.
out the website. All our video productions is Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all of it.
And we have an Instagram.
And we do have an Instagram. We have two. We have a regular Kyber Cave and we have Kyber Cave Productions. All of our Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube are all Kyber Cave Productions as well.
There's Cuddles.
We got 2 animals on this show.
Yay. All right, y'all.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Good night.